Hi guys, this is the second time I'm shooting the video. This is called the cheater spread. This is for cheaters, meaning this is for people who are dealing with cheaters. In particular, this reading will be for the Cancer cheater in your life or who was in your life. This is for the energy for the next month starting now, starting in January 2018. Hi, this is Rising Vibration. I'm Inga. And it should already be the case that you know that your Cancer has cheated on you, please. And this was a committed, serious relationship. This is for Cancer. We're going to look at the subliminal or subconscious rationale for the cheating. And then, oh boy, we are going to, we're going to look at the energy for the person that they cheated with. And then we're going to pull 3 more cards to kind of see what would, oh my goodness, what would be a good coping mechanism for you all there, out there who are dealing with this. Again, this was for Cancer. I'm going to go ahead and cut in because I think it's a good time for that. So we have incompatibility, we have inquisition, and we have 2 faces. Guys, let's keep going. I'm going to try to look. We have depression, and I keep getting this, that right now Cancer is a bit depressed, but I think before I got it more like Cancer is going to transition from being very angry and frustrated. And this anger and frustration probably around the time of the eclipse, the lunar eclipse on January 31st, might swing into a sudden and quick depression. For me, this is emotion. These are 2 faces of Eve, but when you're talking about 2 faces, you're talking about 2 different personality types or contrast. And again, there's this type of inconsistency or troubling emotions of maybe past life energies of being or energies going way back in your past or childhood of being unsupported. And I think I got before that the Cancers really needed a physical touch. This is a card of incompatibility, and maybe because of a type of incompatibility, the Cancer element, the Cancer energy has needed a type of mothering. This is a mother breastfeeding on the other side, a baby. They're missing this maternal touch or physical support right now. So this might be a subconscious baseline for the infidelity. The next card we have Mercury. This is a major arcana. It's for the person they cheated with. We have prevention. This is the Aries Capricorn energy, which is very fitting because we have still Uranus and Aries going out in Capricorn that just had Saturn come in. So this is about trying to do the impossible, but also about burying problems, maybe burying emotions, burying emotional problems, burying emotional hurts and pain, guilt on the other side of the other person. I think before what came through for Cancer was that they had started to build up a relationship with someone over a longer period of time, and when they took the final decision to cheat, they were very clear in their intentions, and the emotions are very real because they know the person. If you're in this situation, they know the person. And the other person put on a kind of a, it wasn't fake, but the other person was also quite burdened or afflicted. And it's more of a meeting of the minds of being sad and maybe a little bit depressed and they were kindred spirits in that they saw eye to eye in their pain, and this is what brought them together. This is what brought them together, is a type of pain and suffering, or discussing their trials and tribulations from their past is what bonded them. And there's probably a need right now for the Cancer cheater, the one that you're dealing with, who cheated, probably that they were not open with you about what was bothering them, but somehow they found a way to be quite conversive with this person who came forward to them to speak about their deep-seated issues. They felt nurtured by this sharing of information from things that happened a long time ago. Very deep things that happened to them that are still with them. And the past pain or this, they're debilitated by this. The both of them are debilitated by this need to rehash pain and rediscuss disappointments. This is not a really great place to start off a relationship. But they don't see it like that right now. This is more about sharing pain and suffering and losses than it is about true passion, and it's more of a nurturing energy. And I feel like the Cancer who cheated does, and the other person too, it's not something that they really wanted to happen. It's something that just kind of developed over time. Even if it's not a physical affair, you may be dealing with a Cancer with an emotional affair who's very emotionally invested into someone else. And this has been somewhat painful for you, that maybe you've had a partner that wasn't able to trust you in that way because maybe they felt like you would judge the things that they had to tell you. Everybody has a dark side, and I feel like the Cancer cheated because somehow they found somebody they could share that with other than you. Okay, let's see the last 3 cards that you can do to help, things that you can do to help you cope better with this. If you want to try to get your Cancer back, I wouldn't recommend it because I always think that once this happened, it takes quite a bit to get back that level of trust, and understanding. But if you do want to get your Cancer back, the best way would be to try to find a way to break through that wall, break through that cage that they put themselves into. You need to try to get close to them, and very personal approach with, if it's possible, if the relationship is not too damaged, if you have a way to hug them and caress them, and have a forgiving heart, even though it may be contrary to your instincts right now. Try to be compassionate is what I'm trying to say, if you want them back. So for the final outcome, kind of, for the energies, we have the 2 of Swords, we have the Ace of Cups, and we have the Hangman. And what this is saying to me is, again, we have the Hangman in the Marionette, which is kind of shadowing the same type of energy, someone who's suspended in animation and stuck, and also the 2 of Swords. I feel like your partner and the person they cheated with were overwhelmed by the sharing process, being able to discuss with each other, and they didn't really want to take it to a physical level, and they may not have taken it to a physical level. This was not the intention. It was more about just sharing past hurt and pain. So I hope that helps out with your situation and your recovery process. It is a process. It takes time. Hopefully I see you back here next month. Enjoy and hang in there.